spectacular and talent game.
That's right. And that's why he shouldn't be on that left side.
How come?
Because he does nothing for the team on the left side. Here he is going back to the right side again, as you're observing. Sostre, on the other hand, shouldn't be bottled up on the right side. He should be given free rein on the left side, because that's the type of player he is. He's graceful, he's creative, he can move, and they just called another ball short on him. Sometimes you can tell by the man sitting next to the short line referee what his reaction is, whether or not the guy made a good call or not.
It's a very faint line. I can hardly see it from here.
It's been worn over the years. They haven't been painted. The dark line you see is actually not the short line. That's a line for another sport.
It's the white line.
It's the white line. It's about 3 inches in back of it.
Right. If you're looking at it, you can hardly make it out. I have pretty good eyesight. I can always see it. I could make it call.
Well, just assume that if you're going to be that precise in watching this tape, if you see anything 3 inches past the darker line, then you know it's going over the white line that you can't see. How's that? Sostre is a little perturbed. He's starting to turn to himself, which he typically doesn't do. The reason is the other team now is 22. He's got the serve. Let's see what he can do. What a wonderful play. Good coverage. Albert was slightly caught by Sostre-Sheldon. And that's why he overhit and thrown him out. But Sostre-Sheldon's body did not get close. Albert would have had plenty of time to make a great shot to end the volley in their favor. Didn't really get that. That was wonderful coverage by Durso-Gantt. Now getting back to the other court. Torres-Lonergan in the dark shirt is moving to the backfield with Hal Torres. Both national doubles champions, Torres many times singles champion also. In the front is Big Paul Williams, I would say 6'4", 240.
265.
After these 3 matches he played, he's down to 240. No, he's 265 as well.
That's what
he's
he said.
Got those big knee pads on. Torres serving, excellent three-way serve, takes great advantage of it. It's a little more difficult than doubles, but it's very effective at the same time. Paul Williams' partner in the back again is Reggie. Reggie Chapman. His name is Handball. He's a big blue guy. Wonderful skills. A couple of years ago back in area, he was away from the game for a while. And now he's in here today playing with the Handball and even he's doing very well with the condition. The lighting is not good. He's on the right side. Paul Williams tends to dominate. And we're back to this game. Maybe Sheldon serving.
I noticed, apropos of that last game, that when I saw Buddy take off his gloves, it was covered with tape around the hands, and he had a piece of foam rubber or cotton underneath that.
Well, the rule says you can put a soft material under your glove. You can't have a hard material in your glove. I once played a guy who put some plaster of Paris in his glove. He hit about 5 shots, and the sound, I said, well, hey, check that. And he claimed that he had a bad bone bruise and the plaster of Paris was protecting his hand. I said, my boy, you're using that hand like a racket, and that's not handball. So the referee made him change it, killed their momentum, and the guy's hand really wasn't that bad. He didn't want to beat him anyway. That wasn't right. To me, he was whacking the shot. He was whacking him down the sideboards like a rock. But I, always being on the alert, sensed what was happening. Of course, it took 5 points because we weren't in trouble. But then when we were in trouble, it made a difference. It looked like Eddie Golden wants to take command. Sostre is trapped over there. And Sheldon is just going through the motions. Albert is trying to stay with it. Sheldon serving. Pure serve right up the middle with nothing on it. Again, that left hand by Sostre shows that he was trapped. Now he's in the back court. out of position. Here's a chance for Albert to do something. Albert's shot actually was a good one. He tried to pass him and Sostre's body was off to the side. And Sostre is so flexible. Albert didn't have enough power in the ball, so Sostre was able to move back and finish himself. Another point for Sheldon Sostre. That would have been a great opportunity for a lift shot over the head, but notice how the roll keeping the ball down and slugging at the short line again. If somebody only had a lift shot, out the side. The referee was slightly rocked and took a complete 90-degree turnover and still was able to see the shot out. Great referee. Most referees just sit there and cheer. This man is determined not to make a mistake. Again, Levitsky is reacting after his goal should have happened first. Sostre serving again. Another ball is sent by Albert. His job is not to miss. If he starts missing, then Golden thinks he is again Albert goes for the shot. This time he made it. He would have missed. Would he have gone for it again? I think so. He may be in the hole.
Isn't it preferable in that situation to put it hard to Sheldon's left?
You put it to the man who didn't serve the ball. You never return the ball. That was a great volley. Great volley. Sostre hit a great shot at an angle. Albert is making a point that Sostre apparently stopped the ball. Albert's point is he should have let it go because he claims he still had a shot at it. It's a score, Morris. Morris. Score.
22 apiece.
Okay.
Second man.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. It's a 25-point game, and after a lot of playing, tough playing by both sides, we're at 22-22. Albert serving. This is what differentiates the champion from those who want to be champion. It's this moment of truth where you take your skill, but you also have to take your mental equilibrium and put it into focus and not fumble, stumble, grumble, or whatever. They're all playing very well under the circumstances. They're not stiff. They look like they're alert for certain shots. The ball just went across the court. Ball crossed the court. The short line man called hold it, even though a kill shot was hit. Morris!
Who has the right to make that call?
It's typically the back man, but Morris should have called it anyway, and he did. It's correctly, it's a dead ball. I don't think he saw that ball crossing the court. And the man who did see it was the man calling the short line. So he saw it rolling toward him. He saw it going over the court. It's not his call. Since Morris didn't see it, I guess he's entitled to call. In any event, it's a dead ball. The other side of the issue is what would have happened if David Sheldon would have missed the ball? What would have happened if he hit it out? Then he would have said, hey, what's going on? Why wasn't it a dead ball? Indeed, in the eyes of justice, as Matthew and I are looking at it, it is a dead ball. Okay, talk about raising the temperature of this match.
Yeah, right. About 10 points ago, we were saying we're just going for the motions.
Yeah. That was only because Albert and Eddie let up. By letting up, that was a critical mistake. The other team doesn't want to lose. They're going to keep firing as hard as they can. Therefore, you must meet that threat.
So now it's a 3-point game, basically.
Yep. There we go. Everybody's set. Unfortunately, those two bad, in Sostre's mind, those two serves to go to the races were fall short. That's still in his mind, unfortunately. He went for a kill shot attempt, which wasn't too bad, I guess, under the circumstances, but there was 98 for it. the team earn the point. And that means getting the ball back in play. Even if he kills it, it's better than you taking a kill shot attempt from behind the goal. It's 34 feet out after all. And your two opponents are all the way in. Albert made he might have slipped, I don't know. His foot might have given under when he went down. His approach was correct because he was taking that shot with his right hand. Typically he goes in and takes that shot with his left. This time his footwork may have just given in. Sheldon serve. Excellent serve. Put out and all the way to the wall. Now they're keeping the ball high, which they should have been doing all along. They're trying to look for a shot. The one who holds the ball will make a mistake. Sheldon should have said yours or mine. He didn't give him a signal.
Out!
He has to call it right away. Sheldon is claiming there was a backswing, but you have to call it right away.
But he hit him with the backswing. How can he
I'm not going to interfere here. The rule is that if you make a backswing contact, you must call it immediately, not wait until you see what the shot was. Sostre had a shot at the ball, he missed it, and then Sheldon said, hey, there was contact, it's too late for that. That's the rule of the game. It's a reasonable rule, because if you kill the ball, you don't take a backswing. If you miss it, you want a backswing. You must call it right away no matter what happens. Sostre serves the second man. Albert, I think because he slipped before on that other volley, he landed on his elbows. He hit the ball out to the right side that time. He's also conscious that Sostre is going to take anything he can off the wall.
I was playing over to the left-hand side.
Apuzzi-Golden overswung for some reason. I don't believe it. Point game. Imagine this. This is unbelievable. Two unforced errors. One by Albert, one by Eddie. Let's see what happens here. A great shot. Eddie Golden took the chance. He went for the kill shot. Sostre's great retrieving ability just fell a hair short. He almost popped that ball in for another kill shot. But they're not out of the woods yet. The score now is 23-24. If they get this one out right away, then we still have a problem of scoring.
Outside.
Sheldon hit the blue, which is outside the confines of the court. The blue line is actually out on the court. A wonderful serve by Eddie Golden. And somehow they pulled the rabbit out of the hat. Wonderful game by all four players. Wonderful game.
I think you got to put some juice on that ball, man. You got to put some juice on it. Oh. So I guess Eddie won, huh?
Surprising.
Didn't deserve it.
Amazing. They had the lead, they were losing.
You guys are out of it. No. I think we're out of it.
Lose one game, you're out?
Yeah, that's it.
That was the most exciting. How come Paul Williams?
Eddie, let me tell you.
You know what? And I'm glad you got to watch it.
That's right. But I tell you, you were more colorful than Durso, man. You were making.
I thought you were going to surprise me. If you
had
did
little help
those first 7 points, you know, you're surprised at all. I figured, you know, you
Oh,
played
really shocked the shit out of me. Hey, if Angel was backing up, you guys came on.
Matthew, have you left the camera on? Because it's blinking.
I know.
This light is blinking.
They needed somebody to fill in that space.
Tiebreaker will be 11 points. The reason we're doing that is because this is a one-day tournament. With the Nationals, it would be 21, 21, and 11-point tiebreaker. But because of the time element here and the multiple amount of matches being played, we give the players a break so they'll have something left for the finals. The semifinals are 15, 15, and 11. You really have to concentrate now because if you give up the lead, you can be in trouble. Durso has the first serve. His partner is Buddy Gantt. You can see that they're immediately getting into the swing of the game. There's no feeling out process. You have to make every shot count. The score now is 1-0. Sostre-Sylvia is in the left back, and Howie Kadish is in the right back. They play very well together. They've won one of these tournaments yet, playing so terrifically well. The score now is 2-0. Durso is all geared up, but sometimes he gets into a bad habit. There's the first lift shot of all the games today. There was another lift shot attempt. It didn't go as far as it should have, but it was fine enough to change the tone of the game, change the speed of the ball. Sometimes that alone makes your opponent miss. Durso shouldn't have lowered that ball because Howie Kadish is left-handed. They didn't figure out Kadish is lefty yet. He never should have lowered that ball to his left. He never should have lowered the ball at all. Kadish is serving. He's got a nice hop on the ball. When the ball hits the floor, it moves from left to right. He's very crafty. Sometimes he puts the ball just over the short line. Sometimes he puts it at the long line with a nice hook, which he just did. Kadish-Sylvia, excellent player, very few errors. Always keeps the ball in play. Howie, on the other hand, is the shot maker. He went for the ball on a point game to win his last match. That's what he sees. He thinks he can do it. Last time he did it. See, there's an advantage for a left-right team. You got the strength in the middle because these fellas don't go for many angles. On the other hand, you got a nice balancing act here. Durso is the aggressor, he knows all the shots. And Buddy Gantt is a very steady player, doesn't make very many mistakes, always a low box at the spot. And when he does so, he has the ability to ace the ball over the short line to put a lot of pressure on the players near the long line. If everybody keeps their head here, and they warm up by the 4th or 5th point at this pace, you're going to see some tremendous handball. That move by Durso, he was in trouble, but he had the presence of mind with his left hand to cause a lift shot. A block ball was called, however, but it was the correct shot. Mental error was made by Sylvia. He forgot that the referee, after the block ball call, that gave a fall to the serving team. Kadish-Sylvia then hit the ball over the long line for the second fall by putting a Buddy Gantt serving a 3-2. This is when Gantt is at his best. This is when Durso is at his best. When the teams get tougher, they play better. But notice that Howie Kadish still has that bug in his head. If he sees the shot, he's going to go for it. And he hit that one right on the button. Durso serving. See what's happening now. This is the correct sequence. There's a call and a dispute. Sheldon, the back referee, clearly went over to the referee and said, "Did you see it?" Now Maisonet-Marquez, who in the last game didn't question his own game, he came all the way from over there.
This is quite indecisive on the part of the referees. Not a good
Nowitzki should not come all the way over from the short line. He was not asked over. The play occurred on the left line, far away from him. It was hit low, couldn't be seen. Okay, the intensity of this game has been exacerbated precisely because it's only a 15-point game. If a similar thing would have happened on a regular 21-point game, they wouldn't be arguing right now. They would have continued on with the game. But both sides realize they have to be on the ball. I, of course, would stay neutral in this situation unless called upon to give a call.
Well, shouldn't there be, in any case, a decisive call and that's it?
I think he just insulted himself.
I bet my eyes are against his eyes anytime. Well, I'm not.
Shut this off. This one? Okay, now we have a problem not only about the last call, there's general consternation in the with the fans, and the players have to settle back in here. Now, as I mentioned before, Buddy Gantt and Joe Durso can bounce right back in a situation like this. I don't think Sostre-Sheldon is up to it, neither is Howie Cage. What happened? Durso served it out. Buddy Gantt is adjusting his sneakers. And now we have a whole new ball. Everybody's trying to settle down. Howie Cage is serving. Buddy Gantt a little upset by all the talk. He wants to play. Charlie, your job is to say play ball. If they talk, they... How did I know that? Was I quiet again when I said that? Matthew?
Could Joe be thrown out of the game for acting?
Well, you get a warning. It's called a technical.
Or you lose a point?
Yeah. You lose a point rather than the other team gaining a point. See, it's the back referee's job to control this game. To let everybody go flying off in all directions. It's bad for the game.
Well, he said nothing.
You have to take charge and tell the guys. And if it comes down to saying if you don't start now, you'll lose the serve, you see how fast they get back into the action. Buddy Gantt's position is about 3 or 4 feet behind his opponent, Howie Cage. He looks like paraplegic the way he's moving around there because he wants to stay out of Durso's way. At this juncture, it is the correct thing to do. You see how he's almost timid. He's not a timid player by any means, but in this context, he is timid. He doesn't want to get that.
What's a nice hook?
Players can't call. He's supposed to tell him what to do. Next time you call a rule, you penalize. Players are not supposed to say anything. That's the rule.
You know, these guys play in the playground all the time, so they used to being on the referees.
That's true too. It's more intimidation, I think. You try to do a number on the referee to try and get the next call, even if you don't get that one. The unskilled referee thinks he may have made a mistake, and therefore makes a mistake on the very next call to balance it out. It's called gamemanship.
Jesus! Guys, you fucking whispering over that shot. Very stupid.
Is that the, I don't know what happened. Apparently, Howie Cage had a right-handed shot close to the front door, and he missed it clearly, and then he looked over to the fans who he said were talking and disturbed his shot.
That's bullshit.
We're going to have to erase that too. Keep in mind, they're making such a big issue about this game. They're making such a big issue about it. I think Buddy Gantt is just good acting on Buddy's part. The ball actually didn't hit him directly. It skipped off his shirt. It was more like a glancing ball. Durso was the disruptive force here.
I would penalize him. If I were a referee, I would say that's going to cost you. I wouldn't take that.
Well, he's sort of peeved by what happened in the last 2 games, so he's still
It just doesn't matter.
he doesn't hear it.
If you're the referee, you can't take
I just had a good question from a fan, Lou Robslavich. He said, why does Maisonet-Marquez take all that stuff from Durso? And I immediately clicked, he doesn't hear it.
Right there.
Keep in mind my point before, no matter what happens in this game, with all its turmoil, or all its explosive action, or all the vitriolic verbiage, it's really meaningless. I'm suggesting that whoever wins this game really doesn't have anything to do. improved himself by winning the second game. And typically what happens, they split the first two, and then it goes into the tiebreaker where the fireworks stop. I see Buddy has again forgotten. Kadish is a lefty.
He's the kid Gavilan of Handball.
Sports Illustrated says that he's the guy with the spindly legs. But a wonderful athlete. Tremendous competitor. You know, two successive kill shots picked up. Three difficult shots made by the same team. After this game, Durso and Sostre-Sheldon may get married. It looks like that's developing right now. I love the feeling. Talk about the ultimate odd couple. For Buddy's legs, I think he'll have to wear the dress. So, beautiful serve, right on the wall. That was good. He shouldn't have allowed the ball. Perfectly slow. There's no pressure. Kadish goes up to his favorite referee. He says, I'll give you $10 if you replace the ball. Nowitzki says it will have to be 12 bucks.
I agree with Howie, please, it's very distracting.
It'd be funny if it's my voice. The beauty of this game is when the camera picks up the picture, because of this angle, the ball looks like it's moving slower than it is. In reality, at the front court, in front of the short run, where the action stated, the ball is moving very fast, and sometimes even erratic. So what we see here is like a slowed down version of the excitement is there, the hand movement is there, the reflexes are there, the shot making ability is there. You have to be a player to really appreciate all that. As a spectator back there, it looks like the ball is just moving around. It's moving very fast. It spins. There's an unnecessary shot. And then get the set up. You see again, Sostre-Sheldon was in the right position.
You gotta stop! You're not watching the game, man! Come on, you're like a retard!
What's his complaint about this guy?
There's two guys on the side not watching the game. We're talking about everything under the sun. And Durso now, he has such a high degree of pickup. He can pick up a pin dropping in Bayonne, and when he's not winning and he's starting to get into trouble, his acuity intensifies and he hears everything. And he sees everything. Every little movement on the side, every little voice on the side.
Had you ever been disturbed? Something that shows a lack of mental focus. Have you ever been disturbed by people talking or screaming or yelling or stamping?
My brothers and I, throughout 20-year history of playing tournaments, never bothered once by the crowd.
You got something to do when you focus on what we do, right?
You know what happened, as I understand it, Matthew, when we were kids, we were playing in big matches just as teams.